Oh, I found it! So let's turn the drone on, press the button. You're gonna get a little red light and it's gonna be blinking. What's good, everybody? Today I'm gonna show you this Hollystone HS440 drone. This is a mini drone that you can legally operate in Canada. You can fly without a license, which is amazing. Probably in the States because it weighs so little. For the price factor, you get a gimbal, you get 40 minutes flight time, you get tricks, you get one button takeoff, but it also lacks certain navigational things. So we're gonna get into all of that today. Now, this video is going to be about the HS440, but make sure you guys tune into my next review, which is going to be the Deer CD50 first-person drone with 120 wide-angle lens. But this one has got that much extra in terms of feature sets and navigational things than that one. So let's get back into the HS440. This is definitely a starter drone. It's not a kid's drone. This is a starter drone that kids can also fly. It records in 1080p and the resolution is actually surprisingly really good. It does have a gimbal, so let's just get into it right away. So what do you get? Well, you get a nice little box, and the cool thing is you also get a carrying case. It's very small. Fits anywhere. It's got a handle, definitely not waterproof, but it is water resistant. Inside you get a pocket. This is where we put our additional propellers and things. It does come with 4 additional propellers in case you were to run into a wall. By the way, I have run into this wall multiple times. I have lost the drone and thankfully I did find it, and the propellers still haven't broke, so that's a plus. They also provided you with 2 batteries and 2 battery chargers. There are USB, which is really cool because unlike the Mavic drones, you have to plug them into a dedicated outlet, which kind of sucks. The batteries are pretty modular, very small and light as well. When we plug this in, and then you just plug this into the USB bank. This is why I always carry a solar power bank with at least 2 inputs, right? So that way we can always charge when we're done with the battery. Yeah, so the battery goes here. The other battery is in the drone. So let's take the drone out right now. And it is so small, it's super light. And I have used this multiple times, so it's a little bitty banged up because it's run into the trees, walls, files so many times, but it's still kicking. So here's how it folds out. So the Mavic kind of goes this way, but this one goes out this way. So each one is perfectly positioned. Hold on a sec. So they don't damage each other when you pull them out. See? So there's 4 propellers here. 1, 2, and 3. There you go. And that's what it is. The battery is right in here. So I press this and I lift this. It goes right in there. So that's how easy it is to swap the battery. The TF card goes right in here, which is a little tricky. And I believe the max is 32, although I'm not 100%. So we are going to put a 32 gigabyte card in here. It will record 1080p to the card. And then streaming to your phone, it does 20 frames per second, and it's going to record at 720p on your phone. So that way you can capture on your phone in case you were to lose the drone. Let's take a look at the controller really quick here. So the controller, I like this controller. Nothing too special. Plastic doesn't feel super amazing, but it is what it is, and it does everything you need it to do. There's a pull-out for your phone here. The controller will fly the drone without actually using the phone. You just press the 2 joysticks towards the bottom, and it's going to turn the drone on, and you can fly with it, just kind of for fun if you really want to. To control the drone with your phone, though, you are going to have to download the Hollystone FPV app on your iOS or Android. So let's look at the controller. This is your power, so you turn this on. The low and the high determines the speed of your drone. So this is fast. I would definitely not recommend flying with obstacles or buildings nearby if you're going to go high. Low is, try on low, like an open area maybe before you even go over water. Right here in the corner, this is your photo and video. So you press once, short press gives you a photo still from the camera, and then holding is going to start recording. And of course, everything is going to react to the app that you have added on here. It's got 1 button takeoff as well. So you press this after you've paired and calibrated it, and it's just going to go up on its own. The button right here in the corner does 2 things. It's basically their tricks. Well, short press will give you basically a 360 turnaround in midair, and if you hold it like a long press, it's actually going to do a flyover around, which is also pretty neat. And then that each of them lasts 10 seconds, and you can exit those modes by pressing any button as well. On your right joystick, you're going to ascend and then descend, and then fly to the right, fly to the left. Now on your left, you're going to go forward, up, and backward flying down. And then again, to rotate the drone this way, left, you're going to press this way, and then rotate the drone this way. In midair, you're going to go this way. And on the very top here, this is what controls the angle of the gimbal. So as you rotate this, the gimbal is going to go up or down up to 90 degrees. And then finally, you have this button here. It's called the headless mode. So this, after pairing, you want to short press this. Indicator light of the drone is going to flash continuously, and then the transmitter is going to send out a beep continuously. So this is so you can keep seeing it. If you want to get rid of that, so it's not beeping continuously, you just press the headless mode again, and you're going to hear a beep from the transmitter, and it's going to indicate that the drone exited the headless mode. So now you can fly kind of silent. I mean, it's not silent because you can still hear it, but you kind of know what I'm saying. There are 3 AAA batteries that are running this. I definitely recommend getting yourself a rechargeable battery charger. I get a universal POWX. This is what I use to charge all my batteries, regardless of what brand they are. It does a really good job. All right, so the app that you want to download is called Hollystone HPV. We already installed it right here. On your phone first, and you want to make sure that you connect to the drone. So let's turn the drone on, press the button. You're going to get a little red light, and it's going to be blinking. When it's paired, it's going to be solid. You want to face the camera away from you as well. Okay, so let's turn this on. When you connect this, you want to go into your connections, and you want to be connected to Hollystone FPV Wi-Fi. When you are, don't worry about the internet not working. You're going to load back your app, click enter device, and if it's working, you're going to see the footage. It is moving as I'm moving the drone, so it's obviously connected and working. I think we need to pair it. So to do that, I think it's this. There is no return to base or home base button like on the very expensive drones, so make sure you fly it at the proper distance where you can actually see it. All right, so now we're recording this, and now right here, this is your speed. So if you go low, that's low speed, and then this is your high speed. Definitely start on low speed. You can see it's recording to the TF card. Take a snapshot, and now this is one takeoff button right here, and over here is how you change your tilt on the camera. All right, so let's, I guess, just take off. This one is going to do like tricks. So one is going to do a circle, like a quick shift, and holding this is going to do a circle, and this is going to kind of not beep. So let's try this here. Okay, so we got that going. Let's press record. So as you can see, you can see the blades. So this is takeoff. That turns it off. So that is how you activate it. All right. Okay, so you can see it's flying. It does have a limit. Starts recording the 1920 by 1080p MP4 file with an AVC codec. And if I haven't already mentioned, the lens on this is 120 degree. The gimbal goes up and down with the control of a button on the controller 90 degrees, and the distance is 300 feet. But you definitely want to practice before you do that, before you start sending it off. Now let's talk a little bit about the actual flying of the drone. So first thing, you can see the props here in the camera. That's just the angle of the lens. If I point it downwards, you're not going to see them. So there it is. So I'm not really doing anything. There is no visual stabilization on this drone. There is no GPS, so it's not going to hold your position the way some of the more expensive ones. Because the weight factor is so small and light, you are risking having the drone drift away with any breeze above 5 miles per hour. And it does not go higher than that. Also, the colors are pretty good. The dynamic range is decent enough. The water on that day was actually that brownish and muddy because it's still not June and July. As you're gonna note in this test flight, I had lost this drone, and if you want to make sure that you find your drone afterward, you want to obviously be able to track it like to the foot. For I luckily have found this drone. As you can see, it crashed near the road, but I was looking in a completely different spot for about a half hour. So right now we have lost the drone and we're looking for it, and this is our only clue. And this is kind of where we're at. Not very good. I found it! So, my advice is maybe find enough money to buy a drone that comes back to you, or don't fly it when there's a breeze. So this is the second time that our drone escaped from us, and clearly the propellers are okay. So pretty durable drone. So the drone is gonna keep flying if you fly past the maximum range. So make sure you always keep an eye out. Do not fly in your backyard, because if it goes past your roof, you're gonna lose the drone 100%, like I almost did.
So in conclusion, is this drone worth it? Well, if you don't want to drop a couple $100 on a super professional drone, and you're really just doing this to, one, learn how to fly a drone, two, still get amazing footage, because one thing this drone does very well is record video. With a little bit of post-production, you are going to get some amazing shots. Or if you want to let your kid get into videography or start flying the drones, then this is also a really good drone. Besides that, make sure you guys tune into my D50 review, the DRC D50. And besides that, I have nothing more to say. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next one.